There is nobody in this classroom except the workers who installed the dehumidifier. It's like this in every classroom at PS15 in Yonkers, also called the Padea School. The reason? Some of the kids at this K-8 school explain.
One of my teachers said that we had to evacuate and we had to go to another school, and we just walked and walked.
So I didn't have time to grab my lunchbox, and I couldn't even get my backpack.
In fact, the cafeteria is still full of backpacks they left behind to walk the more than a half mile to another school deemed safe from the problem workers now clean up.
I feel like if there was a leak, they should have known to check for mold.
She said that at a parents' meeting last night, school officials told families that a persistent leak in the roof tested positive for mold, severe enough to move all 576 kids immediately, and to bring in industrial cleaning and drying. But for many families, it was too little, too late.
Oh, they should have looked at this before school started, because now the kids start school, now they're missing school. Not
just here. Heading into the new school year, at least 5 area school districts have had to remediate mold in schools. In the Yonkers case, the younger kids will temporarily go to another elementary school. The 5th to 8th graders will be at the high school.
We could get bullied by 17-year-olds because me and her are really tiny, and we could get bullied by like these giants.
And she's talking about herself and her best friend. The school district saying they'll add 2 security guards to the high school. Parents here saying they want police added to that situation. It is not clear at this point whether or not that will happen when the students go to their off-site schools starting on Thursday. Right now, reporting live from Yonkers, I'm James Ford, Pix 11 News.
Parents and teachers at Hayfield Secondary School are once again sounding the alarm about mold in their building. Just before school began last month, we told you about water damage in the mold-infested band room.
It was cleaned and new carpet and flooring were installed. But as Northern Virginia Bureau Chief Julie Carey reports, some of the parents believe the mold issue is widespread and making their children sick.
When bulletin boards were recently removed at Hayfield Secondary School, this is what was found behind them. The school says it's dirt, but some parents worry it could be more mold. Judy Conti is one of those parents, and she says her daughter, a senior who has mild asthma, is suffering ill effects.
My child's having a really rough time of it. Every day last week, she came home exhausted, unnaturally exhausted, and with a headache.
Judy's joining with other parents and teachers to demand that the FCPS administration do more to address their concerns. The group will be passing out these Clean Air Now flyers at Wednesday's Back to School night. They link parents to a letter they urge be sent to Superintendent Michelle Reed, asking for complete remediation, more transparency, HVAC repairs, and replacement of damaged equipment. The Fairfax County Federation of Teachers is helping to lead the effort.
The first thing that they want is just having really transparent communication. They're feeling like things are being kind of swept under the rug, and feeling they're not getting kind of the whole picture.
But this email from the FCPS facilities chief sent to families over the weekend says extensive cleaning, remediation, and testing is already underway. Some 18,000 square feet of new ceiling tile has been delivered to be used as replacement. The facilities chief writes that 35 air scrubbers and 35 dehumidifiers are up and running. The letter says FCPS will continue to work with outside mold testing and remediation companies to get their guidance. Judy says she's still not satisfied.
We are demanding that there be a full remediation of the mold in the building, not just a weekend cleaning, and that they really stay on this for as long as it takes to get rid of everything.
The first sign of trouble came in August before school started when students arrived for marching band camp. They found water stains on the ceiling, soaked carpets, fabric chairs appearing furry with mold. The band room was cleaned and partly refurbished. The school declared safe to occupy. But now worried parents say they want to see the test results. They'd also like to meet soon with the superintendent and facilities director for a question and answer session. In Fairfax County, I'm Julie Carey, News 4.
Yeah, good morning to you, Calla. No school for some nearly 600 school kids and teachers here at the Padea School in Yonkers after they were evacuated on an emergency basis yesterday afternoon, literally told to get up and leave the building once toxic mold had been found inside their school.
This morning,
Crews have started to attack mold found in a Yonkers school. It led to an emergency evacuation and then, last night, a heated meeting with parents worried about their kids' health.
They had no issues all summer. No allergies, no runny noses, no eyes. She would break out in hives. Last year and the year before, I'd have to take her to the emergency every other week. It only happens during the school year.
25% of tests Monday at Padilla School 15 were positive for black mold after spots were seen on ceiling tiles. But parents said these mold problems were evident for years.
Somebody put this on the back burner. As I said, mold takes weeks, months, years. It didn't develop the first 2 weeks of school.
Once it was found yesterday, 600 students and teachers at Padilla were immediately evacuated.
I got very scared. On the loudspeaker, they said to drop everything and get out of the classroom and meet me in the hallway.
Now the school superintendent says students in pre-K to 7th grade are being shuffled to 2 new schools. The younger students to Dodson and 5th through 7th grade going to Roosevelt High School. Parents objected.
I have a problem with them on the bus with 12 and 13-year-olds in the 8th grade right now without a bus monitor. High school is not an option with the smoke and the language and the environment that's going on.
Families are facing 2 sets of problems now. How are their kids going to be educated and where? And also, what about this exposure to mold? How long have these children been exposed and what are they dealing with? Symptoms of mold exposure can include those respiratory problems that you heard the parents speaking of in our story just a little bit earlier. It can also lead to nausea, tiredness, even mental impairment, according to medical experts, inflammatory issues, immune system suppression, and even organ failure, a really big list of problems that parents may be dealing with. We are live in Yonkers this morning where there is no school at the Padilla School. I'm Kirsten Colpix, 11 News.
School is back in session today for most districts across the area, but one elementary school continues to push back the start of its year because of mold.
Officials say Westmont Hilltop Elementary School tested positive for mold last week, delaying the start of their school year. Our Erica Stanish has the details on the story and what it means for students and parents.
The Westmont Hilltop Middle School and High School began their school year today as scheduled, but the elementary school will remain closed indefinitely after testing positive for mold. A phone message was sent out to parents last week confirming the elementary school tested positive for mold in several classrooms, delaying the start of the school year until Monday. But last night, a new letter was sent out saying the school year will be delayed even longer. Now officials are asking parents to prepare accordingly. Superintendent Donald Irwin says, quote, "I really believe that we were making significant progress through our use of ServPro and our maintenance staff disinfecting everything in the building. This is very disappointing and brings into question if we will be occupying the building anytime soon. We continue to work to determine the source and a viable solution of the problem at the elementary building." With no timeline on when the school year will start for the elementary school, many parents are scrambling. One parent told 6 News it will cost her hundreds of dollars a week in daycare, if she can even find one. The school district is holding an emergency board meeting to discuss problems and solutions Thursday night. Erica Stanish, 6 News.
A Worcester County school is yet to start classes almost 2 weeks after the scheduled date due to mold.
That's right. 22 News reporter Taylor Knight is live in Palmer with the latest efforts to get students at Quabog Middle and High School back to the classroom.
Rich and Tamara, the Quabog School District said because of the mold at the middle and high school, they are exploring the option of sending their students here to Converse Middle School in Palmer. Quabog Middle and High School has delayed the first day of school for almost 2 weeks now while they try to figure out how to handle a serious mold problem. The school district posted the original delay to their Facebook page on September 1st. In a statement on the district website, Superintendent Brett Costigian said the auditorium, gym, middle school cafeteria, kitchen area, and principal and main office areas are cleared for use at this time, but not all areas have been remediated. Air testing was conducted and the school was instructed not to reopen. Converse Middle School here in Palmer has been closed as a school since 2017, but it is still used for recreation purposes. In Palmer, Taylor Knight, 22 News.